Okay, so this PDF is an intended guide to go along with the video that I created, Elemental Commands, Fellowship of Co-Creation. And within the description of this video, you'll be able to find a link which will take you to my website where you'll be able to download this PDF if you wish. As well, on the same page, I will have the video, that is the elemental commands, so that if you wish, you can go ahead and participate with that on my website outside of YouTube. As a personal note, just to let you know, when creating through music or other art forms, I refrain from listening or limit my viewing of the original work. That is, if I'm working with pre-existing material, so to purposely not be influenced any more than necessary, so that I may hopefully bring or perhaps even create that which is new. The reason why is because creators we are. We're perpetuating the eternal creation by honoring all life's contribution to the Christ, and that is you and I. So this is what I do. I look to bring the new song. I look to bring a new contribution, which doesn't take away from what's there originally, it adds to it. Because again, to emphasize from my perspective, from the viewing of my heart, I desire to bring something new, so I prefer a new song, and I think everyone has that uniqueness to be able to bring something new to add to the contribution as a whole. Okay? Hopefully that clarifies a little bit concerning why I do what I do. This is my individuated interpretation of the elemental commands, which I prefer to call the fellowship of co-creation. Now, consciousness is energy, and energy is conscious. Therefore, all things are aware. Knowing this is important to work with the elements in a co-creative manner, and this purposefully for the benefit of all life and the restoration of the natural order of the eternal Christ. Know that these are not just elements as what we would think of here on earth, but living conscious awareness to be honored and uniquely respected. Yeshua. Yeshua is what I go by, which means source given, for all that I have has been given of source. The first element, the Christic powers of the Shah-e-da Amor, the eternal wind song, west wind of the Christic river. You may represent this through incense or perfume. However, your intention is perfectly fine, for it is all about your intention to begin with. This is what Source used to create the first vibration. So intention is everything. However, again, you may use incense or perfume with this if you would like. It's kind of nice. So, I, Da, Se, Ka, translated, I am open to your cleansing breath. Shah-e-da Amor. Now, I may pronounce these terms a little bit different than some other people, which is perfectly fine. This is how I connect to it personally. So, it's not about being perfect. It's all about your intention, right? It's relationship. Okay, let me see. Kind of moving this thing around. All right, so the Christic powers of the Ja et E Dora, the second element, the eternal flame of divine fire, north of the Christic River. And again, you may represent this through a candle or something like that. However, again, your intention is everything, so you could just bring your intention. So, Isha te tum na, translated, I am open to your blessed healing. Ja et e dora. Okay, the third element, Christic powers of the Eaquel, the eternal water flow, east of the Christic River. And you may use a water bowl with water to represent this. And again, or simply just bring your intention. You don't have to use any particular articles in order to represent anything. You could just feel it within your being. That's much more important. But it's always nice to have these things to represent with if you would like. It's a nice experience. So, ah, be, di, ti, ah. Translated, carry me home as I carry you with me in peace and reverence for all life everywhere. Ea Quael. Okay, the next element, the Christic powers of the Etalea Crystale, the eternal foundation stone, south of the Christic River. And again, you can represent with crystal. Da, te, nu, ra, e. Now, again, just to emphasize, I probably pronounce these names a bit different. I usually, when I sing this, I'll roll the R's. It just comes natural to me to do that. It's not part of my nationality or anything like that. It just comes out of me that way. So again, it's about your intention. You don't have to be perfect. Whatever fits with you. Okay? So the translation for that is strengthen my eternal foundation and inner core. Etalea Crystale. Such a pretty name, right? If I had a daughter, I would name her that. Christic powers of the Ita Chalet, the eternal fire ice cloud plasmos, the center of the Christic River. Okay. Now, I can. When I did the music, I was going to incorporate drums for this last element. However, my drum that I had, and I have a representation of a drum there, and that's a djembe. That's an African drum, and I had that. However, when it got really hot here in my mobile home, it cracked the head and split the head, so I couldn't use the drum. So anyhow, you can represent it with a drum if you would like if you're doing it by yourself or whatever. And again, this is the reason, not just to accompany the video that I created, but for you to have this in case you want to do it by yourself. These different things that you can use to represent the elements. So like I said, it makes for a nice experience. It's really about relationship. So anyhow, Ita En Sha A, translated, fortify and strengthen my fields and shields. Ita Shale. Okay, folks, there it is. I just felt it important to go over this. The work that I did for this video and the time that I spent creating the music and everything, which I have a whole lot more, which I haven't brought to anybody's attention except for a couple people. I just haven't been able to record and do that. I much prefer to actually perform it live, which I'm going to be doing actually. I think I'm going to be doing it through Stage It, which is a platform for live performance. So that's my intention, is to do it that way. But when I recorded the elemental commands, it was quite difficult because I had so many complications that were taking place, technical problems, environmental problems, just whatever you could think. It's kind of interesting sometimes when you look to do things like this, or move in this direction uh, energetically. A lot of things all of a sudden start to pop up and they become quite distracting. And it wasn't easy to record this, just to let you know. Actually, most of the things that I do, it's not easy to do. It's quite difficult in some cases. But either way, I'm just letting you know that there's a lot of love and a lot of process working through in order to bring this to you. Okay. So anyhow, all right. So hopefully you got something from this, and leave a comment, share the video, help support this channel. There's a link there at the top as well. I mean, within the description. You know, if you want to support this channel, if you want me to continue to be able to do this, show your love. That's all I can say, because I can't do this on my own. I'm doing all that I can on my end, but you know, I need co-creators working with me, people supporting what's going on morally and financially. I have to say that, you know, so that's fine. It's okay to say that if it's honest and truthful. So there it is, folks. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and share if you haven't shared, and comment if you haven't commented, and participate, co-create. All right. Thank you. Blessings. Christic powers of the Shah-e-Da Amor, the eternal wind song, west wind of the Christic river. Ida si I am up into powers of the Jah et Adora, the divine eternal flame, north of the Christic River, Isha Tatum Na Isha Tatum Na I am open to your blessed healing. I am open to your blessed healing. I am open to your blessed healing. Jah et Adora. The Christic powers of the Eaquael, the eternal water flow, east of the Christic River, carry me home as I carry you with me in peace and reverence for all. Oh, life everywhere, carry me home as I carry you with me in peace. Christic powers of the Atalaya Crystalae, the eternal foundation stone, south of the Christic River, Date Nura. Date Christic powers of the Ita Chalet, eternal fire ice, cloud, plasmos, center of the Christic River. Ita Ansha. Fortify and strengthen my fields and my shields. Fortify and strengthen my fields and my shields. Fortify and strengthen my fields and my shields. And I am open to your blessed healing. Oh, carry me home as I carry you with me in peace. Strengthen my eternal foundation.